No Way Home producer Amy Pascal has just confirmed the answer to Tom Holland's future that we have long waited for. And she also answered Tom Holland potentially showing up in another universe other than the MCU. You don't want to miss this. I'm your host Tyler Moulton, and you're watching Spoilers MV. So this interview Amy Pascal had with Fandango was more revealing than anyone could have imagined. First off, Pascal completely drops the ball on how many more Spider-Man films they're prepared to make, and this is after No Way Home. And she teases what those may even be about. She says, "This is not the last movie that we're going to make with Marvel. This is not the last Spider-Man movie. We are getting ready to make the next Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland and Marvel. We're thinking of this as 3 films, and now we're going on to the next 3. This is not the last of our MCU movies." Wow, they're looking at 3 more Spider-Man films. She just said that right there. We did make a previous video about this, but they were only rumors at the time, and now it's officially confirmed. Then Pascal goes on and teases what these future films include. Now, before she hits the punchline, she warms us up by saying this about the Sonyverse and MCU Multiverse. "I think you're going to see a lot of people exploring these worlds because it's interesting. The parallel universes make for so many interesting stories, but I don't think that every single movie is going to end up taking place in the multiverse. I think it's really exciting, and this movie certainly does." So she's saying that not every single parallel universe will end up in the multiverse, but listen to this crazy turn that she takes in the interview right here. Fandango asks, "Do you think we'll ever see Tom Holland's Spider-Man in a movie not connected to the MCU?" She replies, "We all want to keep making movies together." How's that for an answer? And that was the second to last question in the interview, and I'd say it's a pretty explosive exit. Fandango did also ask if they were making a live-action Miles Morales movie and how Tom Holland would meet up with Eddie Brock and Venom. She explained, "I would say there's so many things that we're going to be able to explore, but what we always have to do before we decide who the villain is going to be and what Spidey goes up against is what the story we're telling about. You know, what's the Peter Parker story we're telling? What's the Miles Morales story we're telling? But we always have to start with that. The good thing about these movies, as big as they are always just stories about a kid." Amy Pascal for all possibilities, but by the specific things that she points out on her own in this interview, tells us that's what the bigwigs at Sony and Marvel are really talking about behind the scenes. And it doesn't get any better than that. Get ready for 3 more Spider-Man films after No Way Home. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this interview and how revealing this was, and how excited are you for the future of Spider-Man. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.